Hello.
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 Let's go!
Hey, kids.
Hey, Dad.
War crimes will be prosecuted.
Does the word mean anything to you?
Yeah, I chose this profession, so therefore I earned beer.
You want to go to the matinee? The feeling is definitely there.
You don't know my name!
It's a new morning in America.
This is the old dude, Howard J. Reynolds.
Step into my office.
Not going to be too many punks.
Don't you stop worrying about the punk?
You! That's my name!
Yeah, let's go to the punk rock show.
Introducing, for your listening pleasure,
Good evening. Episode 40.
I like how you assume everyone's listening at night.
You said that before.
Oh, well, we're repeating ourselves now. It's 40 episodes.
I'm surprised we haven't repeated more of ourselves.
It's the big 4-0.
But I do assume, well, no, it's not so much I assume. I'm trying to put people where we are, you know?
In the evening?
In the evening, yeah. You know?
Okay, well, good evening.
You feel it? It's the High Fives podcast.
Yeah.
That's Mike.
That's Nate.
The guy that likes to call me out on things from time to time. Episode 40, that's
a big deal.
it is a big deal. We should have had a birthday party. No?
Maybe for 80.
I'm not really big into birthday parties. Are you?
No, not overly.
It's like I'm always amazed that there's adults in the world that get super amped for their birthday parties. Or their birthdays just in general. Like, hey everyone, it's my birthday. And it was my birthday yesterday. And they go on for like 2 weeks. Like, hey, it was my birthday.
Nate, did you know it was my birthday?
Today?
No.
Oh, good.
It's our 40th podcast birthday.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Connecting dots.
Yeah.
So now
We'll talk to our therapist about this later.
You're not into birthdays either?
Nah, I'm not overly. I don't
Okay.
hate them, but I don't need to celebrate.
You don't get amped?
No.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, this topic is, we kind of wanted to do a Summer Lovin' episode, and
Yeah.
then Jay totally burned us on it in our last episode. You might want to go back to episode 39. It's a two-parter, and check out the burn that Jay laid down on Summer Lovin' lists.
We weren't having a blast.
So we didn't do it. We took a small deviation off that road, and instead of a Summer Lovin' list, which we have done in the past, which was probably one of our best episodes, really,
Yeah. Well, who doesn't like summer?
right? This is the top 5 songs for a road trip, which, I mean, that
Kind of
relates to summer.
It's kind of a summer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your summer been?
It's okay. Yours?
Yeah, it's been good. It's crazy. Like, it's another step in like feeling old. You know, when summer starts to go by, like in the blink of an eye. Like when I was a kid, when summer should feel like it goes by in the blink of an eye, it felt like it went on forever. Didn't you feel that way? Like you were almost, I mean, no one wanted to admit it, but you were almost ready to go back to school.
I was never ready to go back to school. But it did always feel like it was like, there was like the dog days of summer, right?
Yeah.
But as an adult, you're just like, this went by way too fast. I thought I was going to get more done this summer.
It's going to start
winter's
snowing
coming
again. Yeah.
Last week we set a record high.
Yeah.
Next week it might snow.
Yeah. That record high was way too much.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people deal with hot, sweaty weather.
No, because we're just completely not used to it.
No.
But anyways,
No.
summer. Did you do any road tripping this summer, Mike?
Not a lot.
No?
No.
A little bit?
A little bit, but not. I'm not a camper.
Do you like the road trip? Like, do you set up like a playlist that's specific for the road trip you're about to do?
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily specific to that, but like, you know, just like stuff that you really want, you know, like singles or,
Oh, yeah,
or
for
things
sure.
that you really want to listen to that are in, you know, specific to just driving.
Yeah. So I have like when we were coming up with this list, I kind of thought of some things. One is nostalgia. I like on a
Yeah.
road trip to listen to some nostalgia. So especially if like we're going with a bunch of friends or something, I try to pick songs that we used to listen to together and stuff like that. Like when you spend more time with your friends in a car.
Yeah.
Or like if you're going somewhere like here, you drive a lot to the prairies, right? And it's like lots of open roads. Some of you guys might not know what that's like, but it's open road forever.
Yeah.
And clear skies. So
Yeah, if you go east, it's a lot of barren prairie.
For a long time.
You go west, it's a little different.
Yeah, so when you're driving in the prairies, I kind of feel like there's like a prairie soundtrack. There's like you want a little bit of classic rock or like Weaker Thans or Tom Petty or like soul music and stuff. It works really well for that kind of like endless. It feels like an endless journey, even if it's only like a 3-hour drive. It feels endless because it's so barren.
The endless summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also like sing-along songs
of
for
course.
road trip, like where you can like that pass the time, and like songs that'll pass your time, especially if you're driving for like 8 hours, like which you're stuck doing in Canada a lot to get to a destination. Is like, well, I want to go somewhere. Well, you could drive for 5 hours and you might hit another town.
Yeah. I never like really create a playlist. I always think about it, but then it just becomes that thing that one more thing to do that I don't get done before I leave. So I don't generally create a playlist, but if I'm like passenger seat, I like to have like the 160 gig iPod in my lap.
You're the controller on the
and
passenger.
Just DJ the whole time. And because it just makes it go by that much faster, right? Like you play a song and now you're looking for the next song, right? And like trying to hit it before you get that dead air, even though it's in a car and nobody cares.
Well, people care. I would care.
Yeah, I believe that. We don't do a lot of road tripping though.
No.
Or
maybe we should take this on the road.
Yeah, the next one. No. Next summer, we'll do the road trip episode from the road. We'll get an engineer to come and produce the show, and it'll be great.
We can't just do that? You can't do that while we're driving?
I don't know how safe that would be.
I'll drive.
Okay.
Also not safe.
I'm going to let that one go.
Yeah, that's true.
You get a pass.
No.
We used to call Mike Crash many, many years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just leave it at
cars.
that. I'll leave it at that. And then if I'm not riding shotgun and I'm driving, then I generally like put on either an album I've really wanted to listen to for a long time and just haven't put it on, or I'll put on like an old album kind of front to back that I haven't listened to in a long time.
So one thing that I really miss about tapes and CDs is they were perfect for the road trip because it forced you to make a limited time playlist.
Yeah.
So you can't do the shuffle, you can't do that. So it forced you to do that. So before iPods and stuff, I was really into making those like CDs for a road trip.
Yeah.
Or tapes for a road trip and stuff. So
yeah,
I do miss that a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean you can still do it. Like there's still CD players in cars.
But everyone's like, well, why would you do that? You have like your phone can hold a zillion songs.
Well, how many gigs do you have on your phone?
A zillion.
Oh. What plan is that?
The Zillion plan.
Oh, okay. Is that sponsored by Bing?
No, the Zillion.
Okay.
Everything's a zillion.
And in true road trip form, Mike brought junk food. He stopped at Dirty Ron's on the way over and picked us up some road trip fare.
How was your Sunday?
My Sunday, it was good. I thought you meant like yesterday was Sunday.
No.
With an E.
The Sunday I purchased for you.
It was very good.
They messed up and didn't bring you the nuts, so.
Yeah, I know. That's this peanut-free world we live in. Back in the day, you just got them.
Yeah.
Right? Now they give them to you in packages, if they even give them to you.
Yeah, there was no nuts for you.
No.
My score frap was not so good.
Yeah.
I'm not giving it the thumbs up.
No, I feel like it wouldn't be. I feel like the new things that they bring out are generally not that good. It's the stuff you have like a nostalgic, spot in your taste buds for that still taste good.
Yeah.
That's actually my favorite part about the road trip is just
snacks?
Buying garbage.
Yeah, there's a lot of garbage. It feels like weird because you're like eating a sandwich in a car somehow tastes better.
Yeah.
Getting like fast food in a car somehow tastes better.
You buy things you would never buy in real life.
You stop at like a gas station. You're like, I do like that weird nut mix.
Teriyaki beef jerky.
Yeah. Oh, did you know they have turkey teriyaki beef jerky? We gotta get it.
The double T.
Yeah. I don't know if they really have that, but we'll just assume.
I'm sure they do.
There's just all sorts of weird things at the gas station.
Yeah,
but you're willing to buy it.
Yeah. That's what the gas station was founded on, road tripping.
And yeah, I guess so.
Not gas, road tripping. So let's talk briefly about what we've been listening to. Mike, I have been listening to a ton because we didn't really cover this last time, but I've taken those off the list because it was just too long ago now. So things I was listening to then don't apply. The stuff I've been listening to as of late, I got into that NoFX Ribbed Live in a Dive, which I didn't think I'd get into at all. But it's actually pretty entertaining listening to them playing songs from what must be 25, 30 years ago.
I have Ribbed, and I feel like I bought Ribbed when I was like, just discovered NoFX. I'm like, I should get some stuff. And Ribbed had a condom package. I was like, that's funny. I'll get it.
Yeah.
I don't remember liking it.
No, it's
pre-Hefe, right?
It's pre-Hefe, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like, it's definitely not their best album, but there's a lot of great one-offs on there.
More Bros is on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Great song.
Yeah.
There's a good handful, I would say. But just to, we've talked about it before about bands playing those old songs and what that must feel like. And there's a lot of self-deprecation on this record. I wouldn't say it's recorded as well as like their previous live albums.
Oh, really?
Not that it's horrible or anything. Like, I mean, their other live albums were recorded so well that the expectation is huge.
Is it on the same level as the other Live in the Dives, though? Like, let's say, like the No Use?
I didn't really like any of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
like
never
the No
really
Use
listened
one.
to those. Yeah, I've heard that one was good. Lagwagon did one. Bracket did one, I think, too.
Strung Out did one.
Yeah.
Strung Out one's pretty good if you like Strung Out. I know you don't like Strung Out, so.
I can't imagine. Well, I've never really liked them live,
Yeah.
so that would be the deterring factor for me. But it's funny. Like, I mean, if you like the previous NoFX live ones,
Yeah.
this one's worth listening
I'll give
to
it
at
a
least
listen.
once. Yeah. Found this band called Lost Love, Canadian band, on Stomp Records, and they have a new record called Good Luck Roscoe. I think this one could make my top 5 for the year.
The top 5.
It
Wow.
could,
It was
yeah.
really like I did give it a quick listen when you sent the suggestion.
Yes. very
Suggestion,
good.
not request.
Very good. Those are tough words.
When you requested for me to
Listen.
sample this prestigious album,
His eyes are closed right now.
I'm having an orgasm. No, anyway, it's awesome. I really liked
Yeah.
it. I was pleasantly surprised.
It was described as a Menzingers meets Weezer, which I did hear in there, but I felt like it was more like it also had that like Swimmers kind of vibe dragged into it as well. I really like it. It's that kind of newer sound, I guess, like that progression of where punk rock is now. Like, I know kind of that orgcore vein, I guess. I don't like promoting these words that you create.
I didn't create orcore.
You created it. We all know you did.
I might have created the term glammy glam punk.
I got no credit.
Yeah.
And the last one was one that you sent me, Sewer Rats, which is one of the greatest album names ever. Heartbreaks and Milkshakes.
It is great.
It is.
I want a
so
shirt.
good.
I should get a shirt that says Heartbreaks and Milkshakes.
I feel like
I like both of things.
Yeah. How did this not get used yet?
I'm sure it has.
In that world? I don't know. You
Well,
think?
whatever. It's perfect, and it suits the album so well.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's that Ramones core, flavor.
That's really thriving in Europe, hey? It seems to be like a big European thing. Like, it seems there's like a lot of German and Italian and French.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And from the Netherlands and stuff. There seems to be a lot of that going on over there.
Is that where they're from? Are they a European band?
The European, I'm pretty sure.
Huh. I
I won't
assume
stake my life on
everybody's
it.
like an American band.
An American band, hey?
Is there a song there you were going to sing?
There wasn't. I can't remember the words, so.
If only we were on a road trip.
We can dream.
What have you been listening to?
What have I been listening to? First thing I was listening. Why am I struggling with speaking today?
Just today.
It's the fucking
It's
score.
not just
It's the score for rap.
It's numbed your tongue right
I told you
out.
it did something weird to my tongue when I drank it. Anyway, what have I been listening to?
Yes.
It's what everyone wants to know.
What have you been listening to?
Well, the first thing that I've been listening to, and I hate to admit it,
Okay.
because it's admitting you were right and I was wrong. I can just see how
There
happy
should
you
be
are.
music for this. Recurring music.
I'm starting to really like the Spanish Love Songs album.
Right?
Yeah, so I'm sorry, Nate.
I told you.
You're right.
We had somebody tweet at us actually
I know.
saying that
They were Team Nate.
because of the High Fives podcast, and I think they hashtagged it Team Nate.
Yeah.
It was a pretty big day for me.
It was.
Was that the turning point where you're like, oh, somebody else likes this?
No. I
Because
just
I feel like that might have been the turning point.
no. Usually, if something like that happens, I dig my heels in more.
Oh.
Like, I'm pretty stubborn. If somebody starts like calling me on something, I'm like, no,
They can't be right.
not gonna happen.
Nah.
But then I was working on filling up songs for my iPod, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this another shot.
And you did.
And for some reason, in true iPod shuffle fashion, they just kept playing like 5 songs.
Yeah.
So
random.
3 of them were Spanish love songs. And I was like, oh, I guess I do like this band. And I started listening to it at work. And I'm like, oh, this is really good. So I stand corrected.
What changed?
I don't know. I
Just a longer listen?
Just
or
a longer listen.
A more open mind?
I think I might have tainted it with the Menzingers comparison.
Right.
It might have been tainted in my mind. And then that's a hard taint.
And
I said that on purpose.
Top 5 best phrases you heard first on High Fives podcast. Number 1.
Hard taint.
Did you say it on purpose?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That's my new glammy punk band name.
It's
Hard
a good
taint.
one.
The Interrupters. Like,
right?
Who thought a ska album would be good in 2018? It's fucking great.
This is the launch pad for the next ska revival, guaranteed.
It's getting huge radio play and everything.
Yeah.
It's totally gonna. This feels like when the Bosstones and like No Doubt were popular in the late 90s.
You're gonna start seeing all kinds of ska bands, record companies.
Get out your
them.
old horns.
Your old horns.
Dust them off.
Get out your checkered patterned everything. Your suspenders.
Get those suspenders ready.
Right? Your fedoras, dust them off,
Yeah.
get them out. But it's such a good album. And like, so I was talking to my son about this because I put it on and he was like instantly into it. And it's like his new favorite record right now. And he's heard some of the older stuff and he's like, this doesn't sound the same at all. So for a little boy to be able to distinguish that, and I don't know what it is other than, I mean, there's obvious things about her voice that's different. Cause I feel like she had more of like that. When they first came out, she had her own sound, and then it slowly digressed into kind of that Tim Armstrong, Brody Armstrong sound, like that tone to her voice.
Yeah.
And now I feel like she's cleaned it up again and gone back to that original sound, and it's so much better. But I think the music that they're writing is just hookier too.
Yeah, I think the recording quality in it's a better, like it's fuller sounding.
Yeah.
And it works for this kind of music.
Totally.
And I think some of it is that she can actually sing.
Yeah, she's a great singer.
Like she can actually carry a note, so it's not like it doesn't sound like someone's trying to be like a good singer when they're not. Totally. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
And yeah, she sort of ditched the like I'm trying to copy somebody else, and she's got her own sound, and it's working really well.
Well, it's like she was trying to put a rougher edge on it, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it sounds so much better this way.
Yeah, and it's great.
So good. Like, I love every song on that record. I'm saying it again. It could make the top 5 for the year.
Yeah, your top 5 is going to start looking like my top 5.
Right,
I got one last thing.
Okay.
So, and this is kind of just a funnier story. So when I was a kid, I wasn't listening to anything.
Not even your parents.
No, not the teachers, because clearly I can't speak. There was this movie called Last American Virgin. I don't know if you've ever seen it before.
I don't think so.
So it was like a mid 80s like teen like comedy, kind of like in the vein of what like American Pie was later.
Okay.
But this one I think was like
a
kind of
coming of age.
Yeah, but more like oh, these teens are trying to get laid.
Okay.
What kind of zany stuff are they gonna get into?
Like Revenge of the Nerds and Porky's.
Yeah. So I think this is like the B versions of those movies, like
the B versions,
like the ones like the copycat versions of those ones.
Right.
So anyway, but I saw it as a kid and I always thought it was funny because you're like, these kids got crabs and they're trying to get rid of them in a hot tub.
Right.
And as
that's how you do it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know better.
Right.
As a kid, I was like, I guess that is pretty funny. The chubby kid's getting slapped around.
There's always one.
There's always a chubby
Always
kid.
one.
They're always way cooler than you think they are, too. They're like so.
And then they slim out in their adult years, and they never live it down. Like the Truffle Shuffle.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's still requests for that on a daily basis.
The guy's probably like, fuck,
everywhere
man.
he goes.
No, he's probably into it now.
Oh, I don't think so.
No?
No. Okay.
Anyway, So this movie
funny story.
So this movie I saw as a kid, and periodically through my life I've watched it again, and like as I got older, there's a song at the end, and it's a very like 80s like new wave soundtrack.
Okay.
And there's a song at the end, and I was like, who is this? And for a while I thought it was the Cars, but it's not the Cars, and I couldn't figure it out forever. And
Is there
then,
guitar in it?
There's not guitar, but
Okay.
there's keyboard for sure.
Okay.
I think.
You can distinguish between the guitar
No, I can't.
and the...
I can't. I'm sorry.
I was really impressed for a moment. Only a moment.
Yeah, well. Nathan, you're
Yes?
really ruining my story.
Sorry. Back to the story.
Yeah. Where was I? Oh, yes.
Guitars.
Guitars. So a couple weeks ago, I was looking for a sound clip on YouTube, and I saw it on the side of recommended things, and I watched the end of it, and the song came on. And I was like, fuck, I need this song. And I looked it up on Shazam. It didn't come up. And then I did some research on the old interweb using Bing,
Yes.
because that's what we do here, right? We Bing it. And I found a site that listed the song, but then, to my dismay, it was not on iTunes or Spotify. Other songs by this band were, but
The hit single was not.
this was not on it. So I put a feeler out on the old interweb to
Yes.
some people, and I got a copy of this album, and now I'm pretty stoked. So I've been listening to the Plimsouls.
I've never heard of them.
So
Plimsouls.
yeah,
Huh?
it's a good, and the track 0 Hour, and it's awesome.
And does the album live up to the track?
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
I'd heard I know some of their other stuff,
Yeah.
but because they're kind of like in that vein of like the Replacements and stuff like that. And I know Beach Slang had covered one of their songs before, but I didn't know
okay.
this was the Plimsouls.
Huh.
So anyway, long-winded story, but I've been listening to the Plimsouls.
It was worth every second.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Plus, you know that you can get rid of crabs in a hot tub.
Now you
Allegedly.
know. The more you know.
Allegedly.
Okay, should we get to the list?
Yeah, probably.
Were there more things that you've been listening to? Or-
No, the only thing, and it works for talking about the list, is
Yes.
I know generally with, like I had brought up the classic rock and soul thing, I tried to stay away from that a little bit.
Okay.
Just because this podcast is a little bit more about punk and its
It is.
subgenres. So
It is.
I'm going to stay away from the Tom Petty, even
Okay.
though I was really tempted to put Tom Petty on this.
Well, that stuff's always good for the road
It's just
trip,
great for the
right?
road.
Totally.
So, but I stayed away from it. So
All right, so the list.
let's go.
Well, I'm going to respond to what you've been listening to, and I put a song by the Interrupters on my list. It's actually my first pick.
Oh, excellent.
Because, and it's not really like a song about road tripping in any vein, not that any of these have to be, but I love listening to ska when I'm driving
It's good
in
for
the
road trips.
summertime. Yeah, it's just, it puts you in that happy place. It's easy to sing along. It's so upbeat. It's just, you can transport yourself from the prairies to a much better place.
It generally doesn't annoy everybody else in the car too.
No, exactly.
It seems more suitable than, let's say, like a hardcore album.
Yeah. So I'm not going to talk a lot about this because we just did. But yeah, I think no road trip playlist is complete without at least one ska song. Shout out Joel to having a ska song on every single list. And I picked the single, which is, I think I love every song on this album.
It's still catchy.
But that single, it's so often that the single kind of wears off for you when you listen to the album and you find a better song, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you just connect to. But Kerosene is just so good front to back.
It's a great song.
Yeah. So that's my pick. Interrupters, Kerosene, off their album Fight the Good Fight.
My first pick I went with is Fiddler, and
nice.
off the album 2.
Is that the second one?
The second one.
Not just
Hence
a clever
2.
name. Informative as well.
Yes. You got to know, right?
You got it.
They spelled it T-O-O, though.
Ah,
So-
very clever.
It's a little play on it.
Punny.
Yeah.
Very punny. That's another pun.
And the song I picked was West Coast, because it kind of has that like feel-good feeling when you're driving.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's catchy, upbeat.
They just put out a new single, right?
They put out that...
not long ago. Alcoholic or Alcohol? Or?
Yeah, it's been a while, but I
Has
don't...
it?
Yeah, at least a month or two.
Was it a preview to... Is there an album coming or you don't know?
I keep looking. I'm assuming there is an album coming because there's a tour.
Okay.
a tour that's not coming here.
No.
Shocker, hey.
Not a shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
not the shocker either. All right. The Interrupters, Kerosene, and
Fiddler, West Coast.
Boom.
I'm a match, she kerosene. You know she gonna burn down everything. She an arsonist in her pastime, and I've been burned for the last time. Time, whoa. I've been burned for the last time. Time, whoa. I've been burned for the last time. It started out like any other morning. The sky was red, he took it as a warning. She kicked the hive, now the bees are swarming. Now play the victim till the crowd starts forming. She got a history of making a scene, yeah. She tell a story, she got started like he's the executioner, but she's the queen. And he's the one whose neck is in the guillotine. And he said, I'm a match, she kerosene. You know she gon' burn down everything. She an arsonist in her pastime, and I've been burned for the last time. Time, whoa. I've been burned for the last time. Time, whoa. I've been burned for the last time. The smoke clears out and he's been awakened. He said
Fiddler. That was a band that you kept pushing on me, and I couldn't really do it. And I do like it.
Good.
It took some time, but I feel like you gave me enough. I think the key with some of the things that you give me, and I think maybe you figured this out, or maybe you just kind of, maybe you don't really know it, and it just came subconsciously. I don't know. But when you're trying something on me, and I can't get into it, then it's like you find like the intro bands to get me there.
I do that sometimes.
You find the gateways. And
sometimes.
Top marks.
Thanks.
Top marks. I do like that band now.
I did learn a lot of tricks of the trade at the old record store.
The old record store. Was it do you like the cover art for that one?
For Fiddler?
Yeah.
Nah.
Looks like a Jackson Pollock
I don't like that
painting now.
No, I kind of wish they had better merch and stuff like that.
Yeah, the merch I feel like has really gone down. This isn't specific to Fiddler because I don't even know what their merch is, but like even when you go to shows and stuff, I feel like the merch is there's rarely something I need.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Like I thought a band like Fiddler might have like. I'm a big fan of like cheesy drawings and things like that on shirts, and like, but they didn't even have that. They just have like Fiddler and like a beer can and stuff like that. It's
not your thing.
Yeah. Could be the major label thing because I think they're on a major.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like after the second record?
No, the first one. Even.
Oh, wow. The Orgcore. Is that Orgcore? No. What's that? What kind of music sound?
What do you call this? I would call it like surfy pop punk maybe or something. Like it's like because I would put them in the same vein as Swimmers, the Frights. Like
yeah. I don't know what that music is either.
I don't know what we call it. It's got like a surfy feel to it.
But kind of a grunge feel to it too,
grunge
right?
And garagey.
Yeah.
It's garagey as well, right?
Yeah.
But poppy still.
Yeah.
It's got more melody than garage rock.
But not like real, like pristine vocal.
No. Which I like.
I don't know. You should look it up or come up with some kind of name. Like Orgcore.
I didn't come up with Orgcore.
Anyways, let's move on. Pick number 2.
I'm so sick of this shit.
You're not, though. You keep coming back for more. You came back 40 times.
Yeah.
Here's the proof.
And I'll be here another 41.
At least.
Hopefully.
So this one...
If you guys keep listening...
and sending in your lists.
Yes.
We'll get to that.
All right. Let's go, Nate. Sorry.
This is a band I heard about from the High Fives lists, actually.
Wow.
I didn't actually mean to transition that way. It just worked out. But this came from one of the lists, and so I checked it out, and I dug it. The band's called Travolta's. Have you ever listened to them?
I don't think I think they're kind of Ramones core, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard like a song here or there.
The name stuck out for me like right away.
It's a great
I'm like,
name.
I need to listen to that.
But you know it's Ramones core right away because it's the Travoltas. You're like, yeah, I know what this band's going to sound like.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
wear their leather jackets.
And they do.
Yeah.
But they do insert a little bit of that Hippos style keyboard in there as well.
I do like that.
And the album is Endless Summer. And this is actually like a song that is specifically about road tripping because the song's called One for the Road.
Oh, there you go.
So I went the literal way with this pick. Road trip, one for the road, connected, endless summer. It's perfect. All, yeah, it flows. It flows. And yeah, I mean, this song, it's funny that you were talking about coming of age movies before too. It's all just tying in. It's like we're connecting dots here that were never meant to be connected, but here they are. And it's turning into this beautiful, beautiful picture. It reminds me of a song from like any coming of age summer movie. So yeah, it's a feel-good road tripping song. It's worth the listen. Definitely the top choice from that album, Endless Summer.
Excellent.
Michael?
Excellent. The next one I went with is The Copyrights.
Aha. That's a great pick.
I think they're just a good band for like singing along in a car, right?
Totally.
So I went with Kids of the Black Hole off Make Sound.
I'm gonna have to hear it. I'm sure I've heard it. I'm not great with song titles.
Yeah, and like to be fair, a lot of the Copyright songs sound similar, so it'd be like
they're a little the same. Yeah.
So I can see why you wouldn't maybe like off the top of your head know it, but it's got a catchy hook in it. So.
I'm glad you're not disappointed.
No, I'm not disappointed in you at all.
Okay, good. Whew, that is a load off my shoulders.
But yeah, I think they're just like sometimes like I was saying in the car when you're listening, like you want a good song that you can sing along to,
Totally.
and like keep moving, keep the car ride moving.
Something that gets you a little amped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is one of those songs.
I like it. Anything else you want to say about it?
If you're not driving, you can fist pump. If you're driving, I'd like to see those hands on the steering wheel.
10-2.
Yeah.
10-2. One for the road, the Travoltas, and
The copyrights, Kids of the Black Hole.
Driving on the road again, another meal in the back of the van. I'm still tired. Do you remember last night? Can you pass me another beer? And where is the tape I want to hear? Are we there yet? God, I miss my bed. Another time for us to roam. Another hotel room tonight. This is our home. Run for the road, 'cause it's going on and on. We'll be driving through the darkest night until the break of dawn. And we'll be heading for the cities. Another show for us to play. To get back in the van, 'cause tomorrow we'll do it all again. It's quiet in the van today, but everybody's doing okay. Are we dreaming? What a feeling. And we don't know what tonight will bring. We just keep on doing this thing. This is our life. Travolta style. Another time for us to roam. Another hotel room tonight. This is our home. One for the road, 'cause it's going on and on. We'll be driving through the darkest night until the break of dawn. And we'll be heading for the cities. Another show for us to play. To get back in the van, 'cause tomorrow we'll do it all again. Another time for us to roam. Another hotel room tonight. This is our home. One for the road, 'cause it's going on and on. We'll be driving through the darkest night until the break of dawn. And we'll be heading for the cities. Another show for us to play. To get back in the van, 'cause tomorrow we'll do it all again. We'll do it all again. We'll do it all again and again and again and again. We'll do it all again.
I can't believe I don't have that copyrights record.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It is good.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's going to be stuck in my head forever.
That's a band I'd really like to see live again.
Yeah, you enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. I've never seen them live. That's one of the few you've seen that I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rare. It's one of the few nights I went
ear
out.
to ear smile right now. It's like
I go out once every 2 years, and that worked out for me.
one of those moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great song. And I like that you chose a song with harmonica.
Yeah.
Because what else says road tripping through the prairies than a harmonica?
Harmonica is a very prairie road trip sound.
I can't think of another like punk song that there's a harmonica in.
There's lots.
Like what?
Um,
I love it when you say that and I call you and you're like, oh, no.
Blacklist
Jeez.
Royals uses harmonica a lot.
Do they?
Chuck Reagan uses harmonica.
That's not punk. That's folk.
Oh, we're going to get into what's punk and what's not punk now?
Well, that's clearly not.
No. Whatever. It's got a...
That's folk.
I don't
If you
wanna
say
talk-
hot water music, but hot water music
I don't
does
wanna
not
talk about
use
this.
harmonica.
I feel like Gaslight uses a harmonica sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't think they do. I think you feel like they do, but I don't think they do.
No, I'm going to come up with a harmonica list for you.
And there's been a couple times, like in the last episode, where I was right and you were really, really stuck in you being right, and then you weren't.
Nathan.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. Pick number 3. Pick number 3. I'm going to keep it going with because I really feel like if you're making a 5-song playlist, you've got to have one in there that you know everybody knows. One that everybody in the car can sing along to. And if they don't know it, then they should probably exit your car at that point. So I chose a song from quite possibly the greatest cover band in the world. I mean, self-proclaimed, but still probably one of the greatest cover bands in the world.
Self-proclaimed is the best way to do anything.
In the world.
Yeah.
This song first appeared on Punkorama 2, and it was like one of my favorite unreleased tracks. I love the fact that it was like unreleased, and then they released it. And then it became a little less cool. But it's one of my favorite songs by the original artist as well. And the ending for this song is just so ridiculous and very much imitated by all of our bands back in the day. I felt like at any given jam session, the ending of this song was done on almost every song.
Was it just Steve yelling, "Yeah"?
Yeah.
Steve did a good version of that.
And Justin would do the bum, 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 bum. Those are drums for anybody that didn't pick up on my drum impression there. So without further ado, the song is Only the Good Die Young by Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. And they not re-released it, but I guess they officially released it on Have Another Ball, which was, I think, all their B-sides, right?
Yeah, I think this might have been in a 7-inch or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Other than the comp?
I feel like
it could have been, yeah. They did a bunch of 7 inches.
I think those might have even came out before the first album, but I'm not 100% sure.
Could be.
I won't make anything.
You're cautious now.
Super cautious.
You're like a pylon right now.
Yeah.
Just so cautious.
I got an orange vest on.
Yeah. I thought that was weird when you came over, but now I understand why.
They just call me Cautious Mike.
Well, we've been talking a lot about Billy Joel. I don't know why, but late.
Is he going to go there?
Yeah. I don't know how we got there to begin with.
Was it a barbecue?
Oh, yes.
Nate made some claims that Billy Joel doesn't have enough to make a greatest hits album.
It's true.
No. So I'd like to hear what other people have to say about Billy Joel's greatest hits album. I own the 2 CD album. I'm content with it.
So do I. But I feel like you came around. I feel like you could only name 5 or 6.
No, I just got bored. I knew you weren't going to change your mind. And then I tossed them out there and you're like, it's not a good song. Not a good song.
Yeah, I've always got that to fall back on.
Yeah, so...
Okay. Are you standing by it?
No, I conceded that 2 CDs was maybe a little much for Billy Joel.
There is one band that can do a 2 CD-er. One.
I can think of a few.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Queen for sure.
Of course. That's the one.
The Beatles?
Okay. I'll give you that one. That's 2. If you can do 3,
2 CDs.
I will concede my previous comment.
Kiss.
Okay. Well done.
Yeah.
Not many.
The Police?
I will revise. Yeah. Okay. The Police. I don't know about a 2 CD. Their one greatest hits is real good.
1.5?
Might be pushing it.
Elton John?
Okay. All right. You made your point. I concede.
All
well
right.
done.
Thank you.
To your pick,
That's all I
Michael.
ever really wanted from you.
That's it?
Yeah.
Really?
The whole goal of this podcast was for you to say, I concede.
And now it's over.
Yeah, 40.
Good night, everybody.
What are we on? 3?
We're on 3. Yeah.
We're
middle of the road here, Mike.
middle of the road. Okay.
You like that? That's
yeah. It's not the end of the road.
Very relevant to the topic.
I went with a Seth Anderson song.
Oh, very nice.
Because I feel like Seth's a good road trip music.
Yeah. I totally agree with that.
For those of you who don't know who Seth Anderson is, maybe check out our interview we did with him.
There you go.
Get
nice
some background
plug.
on him.
Yeah. He's a 1-week record recording artist.
Yeah.
He's got a new record coming out, actually.
Is it actually coming out? He talked about it for a long time, but I haven't heard anything.
Well, so he's shopping it around. He's trying to find a label right now because it's not going to be on 1 week. So he's trying to find a label to put it out, but it's done from what I understand. I really love this guy's music. And
live, if you get a chance to see him, I know he's hitting the road again this summer, and I know he will be at Fest.
Yeah,
go check him out. He's a great guy. He lives in a small mountain town here.
Yep.
So he's awesome, and he gets better each time you hear him. So.
I don't mind plugging good guys.
No, and he's a great guy, and that's the best thing. He's a good guy.
Hard taint.
But Seth is an actually legit good guy.
Totally.
Super nice and not like a dick.
Shout out.
And the song I picked was 24.
Nice.
Because it's a really good song.
That's a great song. Total road tripping song. I could see that on pretty much any soundtrack ever.
Yeah.
While people are driving in a car. Yep. All right. Only the good die young.
And 24.
Come out, Virginia, don't let me wait. That with yours not much too late. Sooner or later it comes down to fate. I might as well be the one. Well, they showed you a statue and told you to pray. Built you a temple and locked you away. Never told you the price you would pay. The things that you might have done. And only the good die young. 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 You might have heard I run with a dangerous crowd. We ain't too pretty, we ain't too proud. Might be laughing a bit too loud. That never hurt no one. Oh, come on, Virginia, show me a sign. Send up a signal, I'll throw you the line. Stained glass curtain behind. Never left in the sun. Only the good die young. 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 You got a nice white dress and a party on your confirmation. You got a brand new soul and a cross of gold. But Virginia, they didn't give you quite enough information. You never thought of me when you consider trying side of me. You say there's a heaven for those who await. Some say it's better, but I say it ain't. I'd rather laugh with the punch and cry with the saints. The smokers have much more fun. And only the good die young. 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 Die! You say your mother told you all that I could give you was a mild abrasion.
24, my dear, you were so sweet. But now I know those days have come and gone. But certain things will always stay with me. And 24, hold tight your innocence beyond your years. Once that it goes away, there's no return. It's goodbye your willingness and open arms. Don't stand so close to them is all you hear. There's not a thing that I could teach to you. It's such a travesty, but time will change. The way you look at things don't come unglued. In 24, you learn to love the things that brought you here. I know sometimes you feel it's crashing in. You learn to say the words once left too late. You learn to let it go. Oh, oh. You learn to let it go. Oh, oh. It's 24, it's 24, here's to fucking now. Yeah, here's to everything you're pushing for. The things that never feel like quite enough. It's 24, well, it's about to show itself so clear. You're gonna see something waiting for you. You're gonna hear just what you need to hear. You're gonna feel exactly what you feel. And when you're looking back, you just might say, you always knew that it would end like this. No, never thought about it anyway. You learn to let it go. 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 Let it go. Ba 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 ba. You learn to let it go. Ba 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 ba. You learn to let it go. Ba 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 ba. You learn to let it go. Ba 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 ba. It's 24, 24, my dear, you were so sweet. But now I know those days have come and gone. But certain things will always stay with me.
And the road trip continues.
We hit that lull, hey?
Yeah.
Where you're like, are we there yet? No, I hope you guys aren't feeling like that. I mean, I feel like that, but I've been hanging out with Nate for an hour at least.
Yeah, yeah. You've been asking me, are we there yet, for a long time.
Yeah.
If you ask me one more time, I'm going to turn this podcast around, and we're going back.
I like that you went that way.
All the way to number one. All the way.
Back to where we were talking about what we've been listening to?
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to start over.
All right.
So don't ask again.
I won't.
This is a song that I only recently heard for the first time, and it's not a new song. This song came out in 1987, and I don't know why I haven't heard it, and it was a TV show that brought it to me. I can't remember which TV show, but I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong,
I will.
Netflix, like, there are a lot of really good soundtracks on those shows.
Yeah, that's like my dream job.
I know.
If I can only... It's like, but they do put a lot of effort into the soundtrack.
Totally.
A lot of their,
like a lot of shows that I've watched, like the ending songs are so great, and I bring the Shazam out right away and try and figure out. Well, I don't do it. The app does it.
Yeah,
it does all the work.
I still don't really know how that works.
You just hold it up.
No,
and it identifies the song.
I get that part, but I don't know the technology. It just like it.
Oh no, that's way beyond anything I can.
It's just
fathom.
Creeps me out that like. You stick this speaker up and it figures out what song you've been listening to.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And then tells you where to buy it.
Yeah.
Which is useful.
You can buy it right then and there.
Yeah.
That's
I often do.
Yeah.
Sadly.
So anyways, this one comes out from 1987. It's, just one of those oldies I've never heard. It's had some covers done of it, and like, it's funny that I'm coming off of a cover because I don't really like the cover versions of it as much. But the original is great. The song is The Passenger. I'm sure you've heard it before, by Susie and the Banshees. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Off the album Through the Looking Glass. And again, like it's just one of those great songs for a road trip, because you can pretty much figure out the lyrics after the first verse and be singing along by the beginning of the second verse.
I'm just kind of baffled that I don't picture you liking this band.
Well, I've never really been like, I mean, Susie and the Banshees was one of those groups that you had to have respect for if you listened to punk rock.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, I never really listened to any of their stuff.
You're not one who you're not one who respects things.
Oh, I have respect. It's like the Sex Pistols. Like, I never really liked the Sex Pistols, even though I tried really hard.
Yeah,
I never got into them. But you got to have respect for the fact that, you know, they were in the pioneering of the genre of music we listen to.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right? Whether you like them or not.
Why don't you respect the Clash?
I do now. I do. You've changed me. I do. I've come full circle on the Clash.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're coming to the part of the road trip when it gets dark. You know that like kind of dusk.
Like you're getting close, or you're not close yet?
You're not close, but it's like that like dusk kind of feel, and it's like
you want to slow it down a little.
You need to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
There's like a certain mood to that part of the drive, right? When,
totally.
Like, the stars start coming out.
Yeah.
So I went with a beach slang song.
Okay.
And the song was Bad Art and Weirdo Ideas.
See, I don't know that I automatically connect slowing it down with beach slang, but they have a very vast sort of repertoire.
Yeah. I always get like, whenever I listen to them, I always feel like it's like that, like slow motion, like skateboarding. Like when you see like pictures of like people or like 70s roller skating and stuff. And I know they've kind of created that with their art and stuff like that too. But I always just feel like that's like the kind of vibe, like that laid back kind of like, I don't know. That's what
that groove.
Groove's a good word for it. Yeah. I just sort of get that sort of feel from some of their stuff anyway.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite shows of late, like in the last couple of years.
Beach Slang?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to see them live.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would just love to see
you
them
were
live.
there, weren't you?
Yeah, they were awesome.
Yeah, great show. Anything else you want to say about Beach Slang?
No, I like them a lot. They're one of my favorite bands.
Well, what was that beginning band that they had? The West.
Oh, Weston.
Weston. Yeah, I just read somewhere the other day that they're doing a reunion.
That's what you told me.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
I thought you'd be excited about that.
I am. Is everybody involved in it?
Well, there's some old, some not old members. I don't think it's like original lineup or anything like that, because they identified certain members as original lineup.
Is the guy from Beach Slang in it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Excellent.
Weston. Which is not on this list.
No.
On this list is The Passenger by Susie and the Banshees.
That's a hell of a segue.
And?
Bad Art and Weirdo Ideas by Beach Slang.
Boom.
We'll ride through the city tonight.
happen to be wrong. Well, let's take a minute here. For all you people out there listening that are going, Nate, what are you talking about? That's not a Susie and the Banshees song. You're correct.
Well, it is a Susie and the Banshees song.
Sure.
The version you used is the Susie and the
But
Banshees.
I went on talking about how I like the original better.
I didn't want to say anything.
And this time you should have. You usually like to take those shots, and you didn't this time.
Well,
This is interesting to me.
I just didn't feel that I could have the loss if I was wrong.
I thought
I was at a 95%, and then I was like,
yeah,
I'll wait till we go off on listen to the music, and then I'll discuss with Nate.
I feel like all that cred I've built in being right the last couple of times has just gone right down the toilet and exited the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I was wrong.
It doesn't matter. The song's still great.
And the Stooges song.
But the Susie and the Banshees version is great.
Yeah, I prefer it actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Which one do you prefer?
Iggy Pop.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I digress.
Well, have we hit the end of the road?
This is it. We're arriving, Mike. We're both bleary-eyed.
We're like Boys to Men. It's the end of the road, and we just can't let go. It's unnatural.
I belong to you, and you belong to me. Nice. It's not often you get a Boys to Men reference.
I don't want to know. We don't need that many Boys to Men references, unless it's Motown Philly.
Well, it's back again. Did you know that?
I did.
Doing a little East Coast slang? No? That's two. Count them. All right.
If you enjoy this Boys to Men talk,
please leave us a rating or maybe a comment.
Maybe you want to talk about Boys to Men with us.
A review, even. Join us on the WhatsApp chat. Any other things that people should be aware of?
Check our Facebook page out.
That's a good one.
Check our website.
Also good.
Twitter. It's sort of okay.
I didn't even realize anyone still looked at websites, not just ours, but period.
Yeah, we still get stuff on our website.
And somebody was like, "Hey, you guys haven't posted your list to the website." And I'm like, "Really?"
In Slack.
Somebody's reading that? I was like, probably 2 episodes behind by that point.
Yeah, well.
But I've updated it now, and I try and stay a little bit more on top of it.
I have updated all the listener ones too.
Excellent. And then there's the big long listener list as well that you can go through and see everyone that's ever sent us a list. So if you want to be famous on the internet, all you have to do is send us a list.
Yes.
And you too can be internet famous.
Or have an animal hurt you.
Bing!
That'll work too.
Yeah.
On video.
Those are like the big videos.
Yeah.
Have an animal hurt you. I watched a guy recently, and I was guilty as anybody. I always watch him. That was taunting a buffalo
on the
highway.
That.
But he didn't really get hurt.
No.
Which was disappointing. But I feel like a buffalo.
No, I say the buffalo deserved it.
Oh, okay. I feel like a buffalo is not like an animal that, like with dogs, you can see when they get happy. They get this big smile on their face almost. I feel like a buffalo doesn't have the capability to do that with their face, but this buffalo was mad as hell.
I haven't interacted with a lot of buffalo in my life.
No. Did you ever see that show Man on a Buffalo?
I have seen the YouTube thing.
That was a real show.
Yeah.
You knew that?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
You showed me it.
Oh. Well, once I showed it to you, I knew that.
Yes,
but
okay.
On first watch, I didn't know. Anyways, we won't talk about it because it's a long, long story, but definitely worth the watch. Man on a Buffalo.
It's no Gentle Ben.
YouTube. No, it's no Gentle Ben.
All right. Let's hear that last pick.
All right. This one I left for last because I thought maybe people won't be listening by this point. Maybe people have checked out.
Maybe they've hit their destination.
And I feel like I'm going to catch a lot of flack for this song. But as many times as I tried to pull it off the list, I just said, Nate, put your big boy pants on and just do it. And so here I am.
He's got them on.
In my big boy pants, just doing it. And the reason I did it is because it checks a lot of the road trip boxes for me. Song came out in 1996. It's got nostalgic value for me. It's road trip themed. It's got a pop culture injection. Super catchy hooks. Not one, but two cheesy guitar solos, which I think you might like.
I like it. You're like, you'll like that.
If there's one thing about this song that you'll like, that's it. It's got like 80s sensibility with like a 90s sound. It's definitely a sing-along song. The chorus is super catchy.
You're really building this up.
I am. Well, I have to justify my pick.
I'm sitting on the edge of my seat.
Kind of reminds me of like that band, the Fairmounts. Like I almost thought that the Fairmounts came from this band.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
No.
So.
And I feel like I'm going to get a big head shake, or you're just not going to know it until you hear the song.
Okay.
The song, well, let me say the band, because this is the only song by this band that I own. I have no idea what else they put out. I think it was short-lived, and I think it was just this one song that really did it for them. The band is Refreshments. Do you know that band?
Like,
maybe? They sound like a band you'd know, right?
Didn't they sing the Friend song?
No. That was somebody else.
Okay.
That might have been The Refreshments. I don't know. But it's not the same band.
Okay.
And it's not the Friend song. And the album's called Fizzy, Fuzzy, Big and Buzzy.
That's a great title.
And the song is called Banditos.
I don't know it at all.
You're going to know it as soon as you hear it. And it's kind of good you don't know it, because now you can't slam me.
So where did you hear this song first?
This was like in the Much Music days, right? So it had heavy play. I mean, this was one of those big hits of the 90s.
Like it was on Big Shiny Tunes, like 90 something?
Probably. Yeah, it had that sensibility for sure. And it's kind of a cheesy song, but it's a song that I can sing along to every time it comes on.
That's fine. Road trips are for that.
That's exactly it.
That's one thing about the road trip. The road trip is a time where you could hear a song that you normally would not like.
Right.
But you're like, I'll let it slide because I'm on the road. I'm
Right.
listening to so much music. It doesn't matter if I want to hear one cheesy song and sing along to it.
Well, and sometimes the cheesiest of songs are the most fun to sing along to.
It's true.
And then all of a sudden you start seeing, you put like a sleeper on there, like Banditos.
Yeah.
And everybody in the car is alive and singing to
Agreed.
it.
Like, so it's the only time that works.
Yep. I agree. I agree and you agree. So we'll agree to agree.
Sounds great.
What's your last pick, Mike?
My last pick is a band called Kitty, Daisy, and Lewis.
I've never heard Katie or Kitty?
Kitty.
Like as in a cat?
Yeah, like kitty cat.
Kitty, Daisy, and Lewis?
Yes.
Where does that name come from?
Well, I think it's their names. So I'm going to assume their parents decided on that, unless they were these new agey parents that let the kids pick themselves.
It sounds like the title for the reboot of DuckTales. No?
Yeah. Anyway, they're brother and two sisters.
Okay.
They have a few albums out, and
Okay.
they play kind of like a mix of like old rock and roll and country, blues, and like with like punk sensibility a little bit.
Okay.
And then the song I picked is I Should Have Known. It's off an album called The Third, which was produced by Mick Jones of The Clash. So
Look at that. Things you wouldn't know.
I do know.
Yeah.
And now you know. And now everyone that listens to this knows.
The more you know.
It's no Motown Philly.
No.
It's a great song. It's got that perfect upbeat, like old school rock and roll feel.
I like it.
So.
I was actually hoping it was going to be Boys to Men.
Oh, I wish.
Right?
It's the
You
end
just
of
couldn't do it.
I couldn't. I thought about the Me First version of it, and I'm like, Nate's going to pick a Me First song, so.
You knew it. You knew I'd pick Me First?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, I thought that was going to be like the big surprise.
So originally I was just going to pick cover songs for this whole thing.
Oh, that would have been good.
Yeah, because I was going to pick like Matt Pryor does Cecilia.
Yeah.
Things like that are like so. But then I got lazy.
Too hard to pick covers?
No, I just got
So what's one song that you would have put on here that is like just does not fit into this podcast? Did you think of one that you were like?
Oh yeah, like I'll just now I'm like on the spot.
I know.
But,
it's tough on the spot.
it is on the spot. I'm trying to think. What would I like? Probably like a Tom Petty song.
Yeah.
Like
Which one?
American Girl, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Like American Girl's a good highway song.
But you know what I connect to that song every single time?
Fast Times?
No.
Oh.
That scene in Silence of the Lambs right before she gets
we talked
abducted
about this
by
before.
Buffalo Bill.
I'm like, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You're like, Silence of the Lambs. The abduction scene.
Oh, can I get a little help over here? How's that?
That's gross and creepy.
Okay, here we go. Banditos, refreshments.
Kitty, Daisy, and Lewis, I should have known. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Hope you have a great summer. Can't wait to hear your picks for the Starting a New list this fall.
Where's your ending?
Stay cool, be excellent
there
to each
it
other.
Is.
So just how far down do you want to go? Well, we could talk it out over a cup of joe, and you could look deep into my eyes like I was a supermodel. Uh-huh. It's you and me, baby, no one else we could trust. We'll say nothing to no one, no how, or we bust and never crack a smile, or flinch or cry for nobody. We'll give your ID card to the border guard. Yeah, your alien says you got Jean-Luc Picard of the United Federation of Planets, 'cause he won't speak English anyway. Everybody knows that the world is full of stupid people, so meet me at the mission at midnight. We'll divvy up there. Everybody knows that the world is full of stupid people. Well, I got the pistol, so I'll keep the pesos. Yeah, and that seems fair. So I'll keep the pesos. Yeah, that seems fair. Well, that seems fair. That seems fair. Well, that seems fair. Yeah, 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 We'll give your ID card to the border guard. Now your alien says you got Jean-Luc Picard of the United Federation of Planets, 'cause he won't speak English anyway. Everybody knows that the world is full of stupid people, so meet me at the mission at midnight. We'll divvy up there. Well, everybody knows that the world is full of stupid people. Well, I got the pistol, so I'll keep the pesos. Yeah, and that seems fair. Well, that seems fair. And that seems fair. Well, that seems fair. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I should have known
should have known. I should have known. I should have known. When I knock back the coffee, it's because I get a kick. When I knock back your insults, it's because you are a dick. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. When I buy your stamp, it's 'cause I need to post a letter. When I buy your bad sweet talk, I really should know better. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. When I feel in trouble, I can't tell a friend. When I'm feeling lonely, I can tell a scout too. And I should have known. 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 I should have known.
It sounded like something stopped working and then like all the mics stopped, but it didn't.
No.
No.
They're still working.
All right.
I can still hear you in my ears.
That was a weird sound too. I'm just ruining this podcast left and right. My pick.